everybody. What's up? It's your hosts, Amanda and Tiffany, Lake to Lake Girls. It's August 27th. August is over.
Thank God.
It's all over. I'm over it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm over it.
Bring on the fall.
This humidity.
Oh, yeah.
Over it.
Can I just... I want to show you something.
All right.
Practice today. Some sexy tan lines.
Oh, yeah. I was like...
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's my favorite part of the day. Sexy tan lines.
Those girls must have been dying on that field. Ugh.
There's one day a week when I have to have a later practice, the hottest part of the day. It's between my first job and this, and that's Tuesdays. So today we were 2 to 4, awfully hot. I had to make sure that they stayed hydrated because it was just that bad.
Well, yeah, because I work in an air-conditioned office, and...
Oh, you poor thing.
I know, right? It's so hard.
Dang it.
I walked out, like, to go home, and I'm like, oh. I'm like,
whoa.
I was not expecting it at all. It's like, what happened? I'm like, it's like a sauna out here. So
the humidity is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Out there right now. We're actually having our first scrimmage tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm super excited. They're so ready. They're going to be so good this year.
Proud coachy.
Yes, I am. I've got a lot of talent, and I'm really excited about it.
Nice.
Yes. I get so excited. I feel like I'm in high school again. Did I tell you that?
I don't think so.
Coaching and being around these girls make me feel like I'm in high school again.
No, I could definitely see how that would happen.
I'm like, oh my God, you guys are doing this. I remember when I did this in high school, and I'm not saying it to them because I don't want to embarrass myself and be like, listen, don't listen to me.
Yeah.
But there's instances where I'm like thinking in my head, oh my God, I did that. Oh my God, this is my life.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
It does, and I don't know if I like it or I hate it.
No, I know what you mean.
A little bit of both.
Like running in the morning sometimes when we were getting ready to do the mud races, it would be like, I'm like, wow, this feels like practice. This feels like, like beginning of the season, like
soccer, basketball.
Like, I was getting like flashbacks, like of that feeling, to, when you're in high school getting ready. Yeah, so I can kind of relate.
It's awful, but it's awesome because you feel young.
Yeah,
I've been feeling really old lately.
Oh no. Yeah, I think actually that's probably a really good segue into one of the things we want to talk about.
Yes.
Is 25 things you should know at 25.
Yes. Do you have that pulled up?
Yeah, I have it right in front of me, actually.
Do it up.
We're both 25.
Oh, my Lord. I'm going to be 26 and...
That's true. Your birthday is coming up in a couple months.
3 months.
Oh, God.
Ew.
So we're officially getting to, like... the latter half of the I'm sure some people are watching. You're like, oh, boo-hoo, cry me a river.
You're 26, man.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
important to us.
Because I feel like for our generation, like, I don't know, it's different for people who came before us because, you either, you graduated high school, got a job, got married, had kids. Or, you graduated high school, went to college, got a job. Like, it was all set out there for you. Like,
and now we're
clawing. There's, like, this weird, like, in the middle weird time for people our age because a lot of people still live at home. A lot of people...
Oh, thank the Lord. We're going to talk about that later.
Yeah. Some people still live at home. Some people are taking jobs, that they're underqualified for because, they have a college education, but there's no jobs in what they need or are qualified for. And, people are getting married later in life, having kids later in life, and it's, like, created this, I don't even know what to call it, these, like, in-between years, I feel like, between 20 and 30. But anyways, so... I definitely feel like I've been going through, like, quarter life crisis. Yeah, over the past couple months, because I feel like I'm really at that point where I'm like, all right, these decisions really do affect the rest of our lives. Like, these aren't just throwaway years, because I'm not exactly where I thought I would be after college or, whatever. So, a friend of Cassie... Harrington, or Cassandra Harrington, who's been on the show.
County Chamber.
Yeah, we love her.
They'll be back in a couple of weeks. Her and Miranda Palmentier, they're going to be on the show to talk about Cork and Fork as well.
I'm excited about that. But she tagged us in Facebook in this list, and it's called 25 Things I Want Myself to Know at 25. And it's this one blogger, and she sort of, like, writes this to herself, but a lot of us can really relate to it. I'll kind of go through it pretty quickly. Number 1, most of the time you don't know anything about anything. Which I think is so true.
It is true.
It's so true, because I remember being 18, graduating from high school, on my way to college, and thinking I had it figured out. I really do.
I had a plan.
I remember thinking that way.
Yeah. I thought I had it figured out. Like, I'm going to go to school.
Yeah.
I'm going to give myself this much time after college, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be here.
Yeah. You feel like you have the answers. You're 18, 17, and you're headed places. And then you graduate from college, or you get into college, and you're like, oh my God, I don't know anything. Exactly. I'm like, I don't know anything. And at 25, I'm like, I know some things, but I feel like I
still don't know anything.
There's so much to figure out.
Yep.
So I feel like that's actually a sign of maturing.
Knowing that you don't know anything?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, number 2, don't go on Facebook so much. Seriously, it's a waste of time.
True story.
True.
But still not learning my lesson.
Yeah, it is a good time suck. And, I find, too, people, as we get older and hopefully more mature, they don't post as many,
crazy things.
So it's not as interesting to look at anymore.
I've actually gotten more into my posting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's part of my job.
Yeah.
Does that count?
Well,
because in college I wasn't that much.
Job. I mean, but you're posting interesting things,
current
relevant things. You know what I mean? It's not just I can't stand it when people say goodnight on Facebook.
Me either. I think that's weird.
What is the point of that? But anyways,
on my Twitter feed, it's straight news stories. It's news. When President Obama came to town.
Yeah.
And ruined everybody's lives, according to Twitter.
And Facebook.
Oh, my Lord. I could have gone my whole life not reading my Twitter. I should just have not have gone on any kind of computer or facility
just avoided it.
That whole day. Yeah. Both days, actually, because, oh, my God, Obama's at the freaking Y.
Yeah. Traffic's backed up. I remember hearing a lot of, Thankfully, I didn't have to, drive very far that day. I didn't have to go out of my way anywhere.
See, the only thing that was wrong with me is I was supposed to cover it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on my way to cover it, and the roads were blocked off, so I couldn't even get there. Luckily,
nice.
My coworker was already, he was, planned out already there. Mm-hmm. It was all set. We got it covered. I just didn't get to cover it myself.
Yeah.
Which just sucks, because that's a big story to cover.
Yeah.
But, hey, it was covered. It was taken care of. Next.
Moving on. Number 3, you're 25. You're not in college anymore. You know how to cook a healthy meal. Stop eating ramen. Your body doesn't like it. It's very true.
That's very true.
That's true. Yeah.
Every time I eat ramen, I hate my life.
I haven't had ramen in so long.
I eat it when
I'm lazy. Every once in a while, I get a craving for it, but...
Yeah. A light craving for it, yeah. But it makes me feel awful.
Yeah.
Continue.
Because it's devoid of all nutrients.
Anything of substance at all. It's like cardboard in a little bag.
Mm-hmm. So number 4.
Yummy.
It's also time to start drinking a little more responsibly. You started too young, and you've been in this game for over a decade. All right, I have not been in this game for over a decade.
I have a couple years solid on this one.
I would just say I can't say that's me. However, unlike when you were 15, no one is going to think you are any cooler for taking that extra tequila shot. Preach. That is so true.
It is true.
You know what I mean? It just slow down on the booze.
I drink wine.
Well, there's nothing wrong with drinking wine or I think it's getting crazy, irresponsibly sloppy drunk
in public.
Yeah, you don't want to be like that girl. You know what I mean?
That girl. I'm that girl. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I'm really not.
I've had that girl moments.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've had our moments. All right, so number 5, remember to always love your big, strong legs, bubble butt, the plumpness of your head.
What are you talking about?
The plump. I'm just reading what she says. The plumpness of your head. All right.
What does that mean?
Basically,
plumpness of your. Do I have a big head? I have a big old bobblehead. A big old bobblehead.
I've never heard a head be called plump before, but that's interesting. Basically, like yourself, like your body, accept yourself for who you are.
And if you don't, do something about it. Go to the gym, change it, eat better.
Yeah, and I think a lot of these things too. Well, she's like things you can't change, like if you have thin lips. I mean, you could get collagen injections. But
Is that what she's really talking about?
Well, like, it's one of the other example. The petiteness
You want the duck
of
face?
your lips.
You don't want
You
the
know.
duck face.
She says they are
duck face.
precious family heirlooms that have been handed down to you. So
That's a good point.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, it's a good point.
Yeah. All right, so
Fair enough.
number 6, be grateful for the moment you decide to stop being such a sarcastic asshole and let your guard down long enough to fall in love and let someone fall in love with you.
That's true.
Even if it ends in heartbreak.
That's true.
That's true.
That's 100% true. Can't go wrong there.
Yep. Number 7, speaking of adventure, keep doing it. Travel as often as money and time will allow you. Big trips, little trips. Go on a 3-day, like, road trip.
Excursion.
Yeah, with your friends. Because it gets a lot harder, you know, and more
In life.
expensive to do it
When you have a family.
when you have a family and the older you get.
True story.
Until you're retired. All right. Make time for your parents. They're not going to be around forever. That's for sure. Next one, number 9. In fact, make more time for everyone in your life. There's a lot of
story.
people who love you. Be grateful. That's something actually I feel like with my own family, because I have a very large, very large immediate family. Yeah, and some live around here, some don't. And I probably don't spend, like, I have nieces and nephews who are, like, teenagers, and I probably don't spend as much time with them as I probably should. Yeah, it is hard.
Especially when you have to live to work and work to live.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It does suck. So that's definitely something I could work on.
Ditto.
Number 10, posture. Work on that. That curve in your back is going to be a lot more painful when you're 70. Do yoga.
Listen, Sundays in Geneva on the lakefront. I'm going to start doing yoga. You should come with me.
Just like...
That free yoga class that's right on the lakefront.
What? I don't know about this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. What?
Let's do it. Do you want to go on Sunday?
Yeah.
I'm going on Sunday. All right.
Oh, my God. I just got so excited. I had no idea this existed.
Free yoga class right on the lake, right by the new visitor center, between the visitor center and the Ramada.
Okay.
There's like
I'm there.
30 ladies.
What
that
time?
I think it starts at 8 or 9.
Okay. Let me know. 'Cause
I will.
You guys should
I'm
come
going.
too. I want to do it.
I will find out the deets and I will
All
let
right.
you know. 'Cause
Sounds
I'm going.
good. You're kind of turning into a grouch. Number 11. You're kind of turning into a grouch. Stop that immediately.
Yeah.
Basically, don't let life
Get you down.
get you down. Don't let it, ruin your happiness. Don't let it make you better. Number 12. Stop comparing yourself to your peers. You do you. You're good at that. Oh, that's a good one.
I do like that one.
That is
I
a
do
good
that
one.
a lot. I compare myself.
Me too, because like I said before, we're in this weird age, and some people are making it
so and so is doing really well.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can totally relate to that. Number 13, stop worrying so much about what your job is going to be. It's boring. Yes, you need to make money, but more importantly, you need to make a life for yourself.
True that.
So true. Number 14, keep writing. Now that some of the things you write will be really bad. Write anyway. Oh my God. Quick segue into a different story. I found a diary of mine from the years...
I saw that picture.
Yeah, 1998 to 2005. I think the last entry was in that one. So this was a long time ago, and this spans like a bunch of years too, like almost 10 years. And I was reading through it, and I randomly found this one excerpt, not like about my boyfriend, but he was mentioned, my now boyfriend, who was mentioned in it. He was supposed to go on a double date with a friend of mine and this guy I was going on this date with when we were in like high school. But he backed out and didn't go. Like how weird, how funny is that?
Small world. He knew, Amanda.
I know.
He totally knew. A couple
He
years.
totally
I can't
knew.
go on this double date.
Yeah.
I'm going to be dating this girl in a couple years. This can't happen.
How funny is that? That's crazy.
Next.
Next,
That's awesome.
all right. So yeah, 15. Keep going after the life you want to live. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to be really pissed if 65-year-old Mary, name of the author, is sitting alone in a house in the suburb with 10 cats. Unless, of course, somewhere along the way that is decide what I want.
That's awkward.
Keep going after the life you want to live. 16. It's good to have a plan, but remember that it's okay to wander off the path and get a little lost. It's a good one, too.
Someone told me once, it's in a movie, not all those who wander are lost.
Didn't J.R.R. Tolkien say that?
I don't know who said
I
it.
feel like he did. Maybe not. I'm just having a really big nerd moment by saying that. Number 17, don't sell out. You're better than that. Okay.
Oh, true that.
Number 18, be thankful that you are the youngest in your family and you have the ability to learn from the mistakes of your siblings.
I am the sibling that they can learn from. I'm the second eldest.
I'm the youngest, so I can relate to this. Number 19, be fearless and be brave. You're no longer the 2-year-old little girl who is scared to go in the sand and walk downstairs. You're a young woman who has traveled the world, worked for causes you believed in, and taken on a multinational financial institution. I can't say I've done that, but you're brave and you're fearless. Don't forget it. Number 20, even though you really want a dog, wait. You can barely take care of a fish. I can so relate to this one. Like, I have Annie, my family's golden doodle. I love her to death, but I really want my own, like, puppy right now. But it's so...
It's a big commitment.
I can't take care of one right now.
It's a big commitment,
yeah. My mom would end up taking care of it, put it that way. And I don't want to do that. I mean, she probably wouldn't mind, but I don't want to do that.
Oh, yeah, it is...
Yeah. So, number 22. 21. Same goes for kids. Just wait. You'll make a great mom one day. But the day doesn't have to be anytime soon. I concur.
I like that one.
I like that one, too. 22. Read more books. Blogs are great. Online media is great. But don't forget to close your computer once in a while and pick up a real book. I love reading books.
I like reading books.
If I say it's like...
I go in waves, though. Do you go in waves? Of reading and then not reading and then reading and then not reading?
Well, yeah, when I was in grad school, I didn't read that much for pleasure because I had so much reading to do for school that you just sort of, I had no desire to do it. But I am actually reading the Harry Potter series again. I'm on book 3, and I'm rereading Eat, Pray, Love right now, which I love that book.
That's a good movie.
It is a good movie, yeah. The book's even better.
Whoops. Awkward.
23, we're almost done. Believe in something bigger than you, whether it's God or the universe. Just believe in something, because when everything else fails, which is bound to happen, all you're left with is your faith that things will get better. That's a good one.
I like that.
Yeah. 24, spend time in nature. Work in the garden. Go to the redwoods. And, in California, stand at the edge of the ocean. Take it all in. And number 25, lastly, I think you're wonderful. You forget this sometimes, so I wanted to remind you. Again,
that's cute.
That is cute. Again, this is her writing this to herself. So I think there's some good life lessons to take away from that.
You ready to feel old?
Okay. No.
I have something to spin off of you.
All right.
Off of what we just talked about. Okay, so the kids that are entering in high school right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is some upsetting facts about the class of 2017.
Yeah, that makes me feel old just saying that, but okay.
1, they have never lived in a world without monthly texting limits.
What?
Unlimited texting is just
so crazy.
Yeah, so they were born in the late 90s, like 98, 99.
Yeah.
Early 2000s. These babies.
Mm-hmm.
So you remember when we used to come to school and be like, "Oh, I'm grounded. I went over my texting limit.
Mm-hmm.
My parents are grounding me."
I remember when text messaging was brand new.
Yes,
when it was
me too. In T9.
Yeah,
hated T9.
God, I was so bad at T9. I couldn't do it.
I adjusted to it quite well after like a year.
Yeah, I just could not. I failed at it.
I was epic failure. And then, okay, they've never lived in a world where they have to look up directions and then print them out straight up on your GPS phone.
Oh, yeah. I don't miss that, though.
They never had to skip through commercial. Never had to watch commercials. They've always had the DVR.
Oh, my God.
Right? They don't remember Justin Timberlake back when he dated, like, Britney Spears. They never knew who NSYNC was.
I saw that on Facebook. Someone posted, like, a BuzzFeed thing where they're like, kids don't know who NSYNC is.
Mm-hmm. Even worse than that, there's a bunch of tweets on here about, I didn't know that the Titanic was real. I thought it was just a movie.
Oh, my God.
And there's like 50 million of them listed. Okay, they are the same age as these movies. Now tell me you didn't watch these ones 100 times.
Okay.
Never Been Kissed.
Oh, my God, that's like one of my favorite
ditto.
movies. I love that movie.
They're the same age.
Oh, my God.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, my God. It's even better. I'm like getting so excited.
Cruel Intentions.
Oh, that's a good one.
She's All That.
Mm-hmm.
Drive Me Crazy. You ever watched Drive Me Crazy?
I think I watched it once, yeah.
I love that movie. Jawbreaker. Do you remember that one? With Rose McGowan?
I kind of remember it.
Yes. American Pie.
Oh my god. What?
And they're the same age as Family Guy.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Oh my god.
The Backstreet Boys have been a band longer than they've been alive.
Oh my god.
And they've probably never had to blow into a cartridge that goes into a Nintendo.
Oh, I rember that. Yep.
Blowing into
it's not working, so you blow into it and you
yes,
try it again.
It worked.
Yep.
The N64, the Nintendo 64, is 3 years older than they are.
Oh my god.
Yeah, doesn't this make you feel old?
Yeah.
Destiny's Child never had 4 members.
Wow.
That
when
fourth
they
one?
were, by the time these kids were born, there's only 3.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
They've never had the paralyzing fear that comes with picking the perfect away message on AOL.
Oh my god.
Do you remember that? And changing like the colors and making sure
oh my god.
picture,
customizing it. Yes. Yep.
Or the fear of picking your perfect top 8 on MySpace.
Oh my god, MySpace.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's see here. For them, Star Wars was never a trilogy. Has never been a trilogy.
Oh, that's true, because all the movies came out, yeah.
They've never lived in a world without the thong song. They've always had thong song.
They've always had the thong song to guide them.
Now, I don't agree with this one. This one I don't agree with. But if you say you sound like a broken record, it says that the chances are that these kids won't understand. But I think that they
I think they would get that colloquialism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. Eminem is old enough to be their dad.
I once saw it, like something along these lines, and it was like Eminem's daughter is like in high school or something, and I had like a picture of her on her volleyball team, and I'm like, wow, that makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's beautiful too. Have you seen a picture of her?
Yep.
Curly Sue could be your mom. Do you remember Curly Sue?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Or the dial-up sound. That was the end of my life.
Oh, the bane of your existence. Yep.
Cannot connect.
Yep.
Let's see. They have never been able to drink Pepsi Blue, Sprite Remax, Surge, High C with the crazy citrus coolers.
C. Oh my god.
Yeah, Fruitopia, or do you remember the Mondos with the twist top? The Mondo juices. Oh my god, I used to drink those all the time. And they've never had French Toast Crunch because they don't make that anymore.
Oh
they never had Oreos or the Halloween glow in the dark tattoos that come with the multiple color Trix yogurt.
Oh my god.
Oreos never existed for them. How crazy is this?
That is crazy.
Does it make you feel old yet?
It's like the junk food of
Here's one of my favorites.
our children's art.
It is.
Our youth gone by.
It is.
Yeah.
What about Mr. Feeney? They've never known a world with Mr. Feeney.
Oh my god, Boy Meets World. Aren't they coming out
again?
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The cell phone you had when you were their age is now in a museum.
Yes,
how does that make you feel?
I have actually seen that one before. Yeah. I remember when my parents first got cell phones, like back in 1997, and it was like the kind where you like pull it up and like flip the little thing down. Like it wasn't like what is the name of that movie? It wasn't like the super like big ones, like the walkie-talkie ones, but you had to like pull the antenna out and like the little mouthpiece flip down, and it couldn't text or anything. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Texting was a hindrance of anything. Okay.
Yeah.
They've never lived in a world without SpongeBob. SpongeBob has been around that long.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see here. They've also never lived in a world without Furby.
I used to have a Furby.
Me too.
These things are creepy.
Oh, yeah, they are. Furby.
and you get like two of them together and they start talking and like plotting against you.
How the hell do you do that?
Exactly.
How do you know?
Yep.
Okay, they can measure how old they are by saying they're 4 Shrek movies old.
Oh my god.
So the first Shrek movie.
I love the first Shrek movie.
I love all of them.
Yeah.
Or by saying they're about 2.5 Lindsay Lohan mugshots old.
Oh my god. Did you see her interview with Oprah?
No.
Oh my gosh. I've only seen bits and pieces of it. I'm trying to like find online where I can watch the whole thing. Because she's 2 years older than we are.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. And,
she looks like she's 50.
She does. She looks haggard. But, you know, hopefully she's
I wonder if she knows that.
on her road to recovery. I don't know.
Like, do you think that's something that's, like...
Cognizant, in her? I don't know. Because she did, like, a lot. Like, she got, like, lip injections and then, like her teeth were nasty and, like, she got, like, fillers or something.
Well, the teeth is from drugs, man.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she's on the road to recovery, but...
And lastly, looks like something out of a fantasy novel when you see that gas is 79 cents a gallon.
Oh, my God. I wish.
Don't you?
Oh, my God. Add $3 to that, and that's what we have now.
I would hate to be my parents. And because if you really think about it, when we were that young, we don't remember we never really paid attention to gas
exactly.
prices.
It wasn't in our minds.
But our parents were around when gas prices were $1.25, and now we're at $4 a gallon. I would hate to be my parents.
I know.
And see this. Be like, I am paying $3 more for the same stuff. And it's probably even watered down and more like...
Yeah, with ethanol and
everything. Yeah.
So now that we're good and old feeling.
Yes. Was I right, though?
Yeah.
I was right. Okay. Oh, it's awful.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, my coworker brought that up to me today and showed me that. And when you said, talk about things that you should, when you're 25, I was like, well, let me just bring this out.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. My niece, she is 6, about to be 7 in October. My birthday was back in February, and I turned 25, and we had my family party, and she... First of all, she blows all my candles out. I didn't blow any out. And then she goes, the old lady gets a piece for her. She called me an old lady.
Oh, no. Oh.
I know.
Okay, I got one for you.
All right.
My nephew's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be 6 next year.
Mm-hmm.
I was packing stuff, ready to move, getting stuff ready to move from my parents' house. And this was last week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not like it was a long time ago. And he comes into my room and he's sitting on my bed. He likes hanging out with me, playing his video game. And then, because no one else is in this, just me and him in the house. And I'm watching him while my brother and his wife are out somewhere. I think they're getting pedicures or something. Husband and wife day. And he goes, TT, which is what he calls me.
Mm-hmm.
Where's mommy, daddy? Said, well, they're out and about, bud. They'll be back in a little bit. Are you sure? Are they coming back soon? I said, well, they're going to be back later, big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get anybody else here? I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Am I not fun? You're boring.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm packing them, but you're old. You're boring. I was the coolest Aunt TT, like, months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now
you're old and boring. Oh, no.
But now that I have a new house, he was running through it all weekend long. So I'm cool, Aunt TT, now. Yeah. I could actually do something with it. I texted my brother. He started laughing at me. I said, your son says that I'm old and boring. He wants to know where you are.
Oh, kids.
It's not my fault. I had to pack.
Yeah.
Speaking of moving, how much did you hate your life when you were moving from school home to school?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I feel like after a while, I think you get it sort of down to a science in college, but it's especially like after you graduate your senior year and you have all this stuff, you're like, how you have to go through it all. I'm like, how did I accumulate all this?
Yep.
Ugh.
I don't wish that upon anybody.
Yeah.
It is the worst, most awful experience. I'm over it. I was over it the day I started moving it.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't mess around, and my roommate doesn't mess around. She's just as OCD as I am.
Mm-hmm.
And we got it done by Saturday afternoon, did final touches on Sunday. But there's so much that goes into moving. It's not even
so organized.
Funny. Oh,
yeah.
It's awful. Like you have to sift through all your crap and decide, oh, I gotta burn this, keep this.
Burn that. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll throw this in the trash. So after you do that, you pack everything up, you get it in the truck. By the way, the moving truck wasn't big enough, barely closed. Oh. And there's the heavy lifting, and then when you don't have a bunch of people helping you, like you get all these bruises, and you should see me. I am
They're all beat
cloaked
up.
in bruises. It's super fun to be cloaked like this in the bruises that I have. And then you have to change your address on every single thing that you do and everything. And then you have to cancel subscriptions and change subscriptions. And one better, Time Warner doesn't make it to our new house.
I've heard that before with Time Warner. Like, they don't always come when they say they're going to. Like, they come, like, a day or two later.
Well, that's not even... They don't make it to our house at all.
Really?
Like, there's no service for Time Warner at our house.
So you
in
have
Seneca
no
Falls.
internet, you have no TV or anything?
We have to have DirecTV. And
I get what you're saying. Like, they don't even make it out there.
No.
Okay.
And the thing about DirecTV is, like, they charge you, like, $200 for an installation. And there's already a deck out on our... on our thing for DirecTV. Can't you just use that? No, we need new... Oh, of course you do, so you can charge me out the wazoo for that crap. That's some bull.
Yeah.
So we're going to do Netflix. And we're going to...
Yeah. You can watch a lot of shows online.
You can.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get the internet, because, I mean, that's just obnoxious.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to pay you $200 just to go and set up something that's already there for one. And for two, you're just trying to make money off of me. So I'm sorry, that's not my kind of thing.
Yeah.
So then you have to think about the stuff that you're forgetting. You're always forgetting something. And so you're making constant trips back and forth to the store and trying to get all the stuff that you need. Oh, you go there, you get trash bags. Oh, you forget light bulbs. Oh, crap, now I gotta go back. And now oh, my Lord. Even when you make a list, we walk through the house after we moved everything in on Saturday, and we're like, all right, we're going to make a list what we need. Walk through, wrote things down, went there, got the stuff, came back, and we're like, oh, no, now we need that. Mother...
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm done! I don't want to do it!
Yeah.
And
but at least, you know, you don't have to live with your parents anymore.
Yeah, it's not like the parents living with the parents was bad. It's just that when you're... It's
you have more freedom.
And it's
you know
time.
What I mean?
It was time.
Yeah.
You know, I lived on my own already and before, and like on my own, and I needed it to happen again.
Yeah. It's true, because once you get that taste of it, and
You're
then
like,
it's
more.
gone, oh, you go through some bad withdrawals. I can relate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you don't have, where are you? What are you doing? Location.
And they're just being like, and they're not even,
They're not intentionally being like
yeah,
that.
they're just being parents.
They're being parents.
Because they don't realize, I mean, they realize you're 25 years old, but they can't quite step out of that mode where it's like, oh, when are you going to be home? You going to be home for dinner? Who are you hanging out with? What's going on? And I'm like, do I really have to tell you?
25.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They had to know. And I guarantee they're still going to have to know.
Even though you're not there.
They're going to be few and far between, but they're still going to have to know.
In college, did you, and everyone's different, like how often would you talk to your parents on a weekly basis?
Probably almost every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a homebody.
Are you?
I
would talk to my parents once a week. I would. I was like, and I would sometimes get mad at them if they called me more. I'm like, what do you want?
Why are you calling me?
Yeah.
No, see, I would, I don't know, I like to update them on stuff like, this is what I did today. Maybe it wasn't every day, maybe it was every other day.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't as that crazy. But they would call me, I would call them, different times. Sometimes more than once in a day. But I have 4 parents to keep up on.
That's true. You do have,
so,
double the amount I do, so it would just take a little more time.
Easier, yeah. And then I talk to my family quite a bit. I'm pretty close with them in terms of wanting them to know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Why did I do that?
Yeah. No, I would typically say, for me, well, it depends on kind of what was going on, too. Mm-hmm. Like, if there were things we were trying to, like, coordinate or, like, had to talk about, it would be more than once a week. But, yeah, typically we would just talk every Sunday.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
And it also helped that I drove to Rochester every week, and I worked with my mom on the weekends. But then, nope, yep. I told my parents everything.
Yeah.
I'm real sad. But here's a lesson I learned. One lesson that I learned of many. Mm-hmm. When you're moving, you have a bunch of stuff you want to burn, like the boxes that you used or something like that.
Yeah, you want to get rid of after.
separate your garbage. Garbage that goes to the trash can, garbage that you can burn. I don't remember if it was me or my roommate or whoever, but it was a girl. Because a guy wouldn't do it, I don't think. We were throwing, like, we did a clean sweep of the place before we moved our stuff in. Like, we cleaned it all. Through, like, aerosol cleanse, like a pledge can.
Yeah.
And we did just, like, cleaning product cans into the boxes.
Oh, I can see where this is going.
And Saturday night, woo, unpacked, let's burn everything. Bam!
I was just gonna say, did it explode? Did you make your own fireworks?
And I mean, it was loud because, but luckily, I mean, this is incriminating. I'm putting it on tape. No big deal. Luckily, we don't have anybody around us, so no one really.
So the neighbors weren't like peering out the windows, like, "What's going on over there?"
But it legit sounded like gunshots.
Oh my gosh!
And all of a sudden, like, we're standing in the background, we freak out, like, oh my god, what was that? You see all the guys that are by the fire, hit the ground.
Oh my god!
Because who did it?
Yeah.
It's all good. Ooh, that would be us.
Yeah, like,
I learned my lesson.
like, who did that?
We all learned our lesson. Like, it's obvious we all know that they explode when they're flammable. We know that. But we didn't check the boxes, so the men could be just as guilty when they didn't check the boxes for anything in there. Yeah. Not just our fault. Yes. Okay, we're good.
Justified. See, that's what women do. We can, like,
justify anything.
Exactly. We can bring it around where we're like, this is justifiable because this, and this, and this, and this.
So you ready for this one? I got made fun of for my driving. I'm going to justify this for you. I'm a terrible driver. Terrible. I'm not going to lie. You know, I'm not great. Backing into things, that's my hobby. But here's my thing. Are you alive?
That's true.
You're alive, did my job, got you from A to B, done.
Tiffany's like,
justified.
What more do you want?
Exactly. You can't go wrong there. Justified.
I, knock on wood, it's plastic, but whatever, have never been in, like, car accident.
Oh, I've never really been in an accident.
Like, a fender bender.
I had someone hit me the other day. I told you that story.
Yeah.
But never, like, a really scary accident. I've never hit a deer. Knock on wood. I've never done anything like that. I just tend to back over things coming out of, like, my driveway.
I once had a turkey. I have a dent in my front bumper because a turkey freaking ran into me. That was annoying. Yeah. People will be like, what happened to your car? I'm like, I hit a turkey. Came out of nowhere. What can I say?
Turkeys do that. Yeah. I remember my second year in college, my professor for creative writing didn't show up to class. And so we all left. After 15 minutes, it was like allotment. You can leave if the professor doesn't show. Next class, we're like, what the hell, dude? Where were you?
Yeah.
He goes, a turkey tried to kill me.
Yeah, they can, like, go through your windshield.
It went through his windshield and cracked his entire, like it blew it in. Like, that's how big this turkey was. It landed in his front seat. Obviously, it wasn't alive after it made it to the front seat.
It's a dead turkey, like, hey.
Right on him.
Oh my god.
And we were laughing. Like, who gets hit by a turkey like that? What? But apparently you do too.
Yeah. And I was so mad about it when it happened. And the thing was,
did you kill it? Or was it okay?
I don't know, because I didn't hit it straight on. It hit, like, the, I, like, sideswiped it. It hit the right side of my car in the front. And, because I was in a 2-lane highway, there's a car right next to me. And they were doing that really annoying thing where they're, like, kind of just sitting there. They're not, like, passing you. And I remember being annoyed about it. And, like, suddenly I see them, like, jerk their car. And I'm like, what the heck? And then this turkey comes out of nowhere. and I, like, sideswipe it. And it, I don't know, gobbled off. I don't know if I killed it or not. But, like,
gobbled off.
I know. And I didn't realize until a couple days later that it, like, dented my car. And it's still there because I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, a little dent.
Yeah.
I have a little dent, a little crack in my...
Yeah. Like, when you really think about it, it ticks you off, but
Could have been worse.
Exactly. Could have gone through my windshield, apparently.
It really could have.
Yeah.
All right, so final topic today.
Getting a little more serious.
Yes.
Yeah, last week we kind of touched on it a little bit about...
And we wanted to touch on it again.
Yeah, especially with the new school year coming up, being careful what you put online. And also, talk about cyberbullying a little bit. Being careful how you react to people online. We were talking about AOL Instant Messenger earlier. I feel like we didn't have to deal with this, like, when we were in high school. Because when we were in high school, it was literally AIM, I think, was the biggest thing.
Yep.
And then MySpace started to become popular.
Bigger.
When we were in, like, junior or senior year.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, Facebook, you had to have a
College.
you had to have a .edu email to be able to be on it. So no one was on Facebook. It, like, wasn't in our, like, realm of existence at that point.
Kind of wish it stayed that way.
I know, I do too. I remember being so mad when it switched
Opened
over.
up.
Yeah. But, so I'm like, thankfully, because, like, say, you're dealing with bullying issues or, like, being harassed at school, we were fortunate enough where we could leave that at school for the most part, Like, it wasn't, but nowadays, kids have literally, like, committed suicide over this.
Yeah. Like, Yeah.
Like, I think of, Amanda Todd, who I think last fall, she, posted, you can look it up on YouTube. I don't want to show it because it's,
kind of graphic.
it's kind of long, and at the end it's kind of graphic.
Mm-hmm.
But, she posted a video, she was in Canada, about her struggles of everything she was going through with being bullied online. And granted, she did make some pretty poor choices. Like, she had got on some, like, web chat rooms with friends, like, video chat rooms with friends, and these guys or whoever were like, flash us, and she did. And someone, like, took a picture or captured a picture of it and was, like, harassing her about it. And, and she made some other mistakes. But the thing is, we all make mistakes
Kids
when we're
make
growing
mistakes.
up. Yeah.
These are documented, though.
Yeah. Like,
That's what they have to realize.
Yeah.
In terms of what they're doing online.
When you put it out there, you
forever.
can never truly get it back. And I feel like that's something we really want to instill in everyone, especially young, like, teenagers right now.
Mm-hmm.
You put it out there, you can't get it back. So you you send a topless photo to your boyfriend at the time. We talked about this last week.
Mm-hmm.
He breaks up with you. He sends it to a friend. A friend spreads it to the entire school. You can never get that photo back. Like, you cannot take that back.
It can haunt you forever.
Yeah. And on the flip side, someone posts something you don't like and you say really nasty things to them, or, like, on YouTube, have you ever, like, looked at comments on, like, videos? People are mean.
They are mean.
People are vicious and just nasty to each other on, on videos. That's just for one example on there. And it's like, when you are sitting behind that veil behind your screen and that anonymity.
All you're doing is...
Yeah. That might make you feel brave, but you have to realize, like, those words have a very real impact on people. And, like I said, people have killed themselves because of being harassed and bullied online.
Yep.
So, I don't know. This is like our public service announcement.
It kind of really is, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean...
I want people, especially teenagers, but just people in general, to really be more mindful of what they're putting out there.
It can affect
on
everything.
The internet.
Your relationships. It can affect your jobs.
Yeah.
Your schooling.
Mm-hmm.
I guess now their schooling is, like, they're making that part of their curriculum.
That's good.
I went to a seminar last week, 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought up a story of 2 athletes that were being recruited to various schools.
Mm-hmm.
One particular recruiter was like, hey, so-and-so was really great, and so was this person. I can't wait to, I really want to recruit them.
Mm-hmm.
So this recruiter did more digging. Type in their name on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes back to this coach and says, hey, I'm really interested in so-and-so, but we won't be pursuing this other person any further. The coach asks, why? Great, I'm glad you're interested in this person, but what makes you decide against this person?
Yeah.
And the coach is thinking, like, I've known these boys for my whole, their whole lives. Like, I've coached them forever. They're good kids. And the recruiter says, I didn't like what he was posting on Twitter and Facebook and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You can see it. Not everything is private. There's things that, like, Twitter can't really be private.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I think you can make your account private, right? But, like, once you have, like, you're allowed to see it, you can't hide any tweets. Yeah.
And
same with Instagram.
So exactly. Instagram's the same way, too. So that kid lost out on that particular college because of what he's posting on social media.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. So, I mean, we all make mistakes. Unfortunately,
now they're documented.
They're all documented for this generation, You know
what really bothers me?
It can haunt you for a long time. Yeah.
Really bugs me is the swearing and the swearing on Facebook and
oof. It is pretty unnecessary.
Kids and their willingness to.
Yeah. I agree. I know.
But all my kids friended me on Facebook, so I get to keep an eye on them, make sure they're not doing anything stupid.
And that's an interesting, I feel like an interesting boundary now too. Like with high school teachers, and do you friend a student? Do you not friend a student? What do you do? I would be interested to hear if there's any high school teachers out there.
I know that there are some teachers with kids as friends. Some teachers wait until those kids graduate.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like a teacher should not be friends with a student until after they're not their student anymore.
I kind of feel that way too. I mean,
but college, is it the same way for a coach keeping an eye on their athletes? You know what I mean?
I don't think so. I think that's actually a good tactic on your part, so you know if they're getting up to any trouble. Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly how I think about it. And that way I share, I posted photos from Saturday's practice up there. They wanted me to take this picture because, it was beautiful.
I saw that. It was really cool. The lighting and everything.
They wanted me to take a picture. That was the way I shared it to them, is through the Facebook. So,
yeah.
There's good and bad. There's the positives that come out of it. It's a great networking tool. It really is. That, LinkedIn, everything. It's all good networking, but you got to use it properly.
Yeah, and responsibly.
And now that we're off our soapbox.
Yeah, exactly.
It is 6:50, you guys. I think we're going to call that our show for today. That went by really quick, especially since we had so much to talk about. A whole hour's worth for you guys. We'll be back next Tuesday from 6 until 7, and then we'll have Inner Lately with Beth Lynch coming on right from 7:30 to 8:30. So we will catch you guys next week. You guys have a good night. Try and stay cool in this crazy humidity.
Yeah.
Oh, awful. All right, you guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.